What up, everybody? How we doing? Oh, there we go. What up, everybody? How we doing? I had the mic on mute there for a second, but I am in between watching Supercross, moving my house. It's a bit of a shit show going on here. I know that Johnny's is the actual shit show, but this is my life right now, kind of a shit show. Um, anyway, yeah, we'll hang tight here, let a few people get in. Check, check, make sure mic working good. Pick up everything. There we go. Boom. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Make sure we got the volume rolling. And I'm going to get into the predictions for Seattle. I'll tell you what, guys. Chase Sexton looks badass. Chase Sexton is on a mission today. He's relaxed. He's fast. I mean, a 51.3. Woo, he was flying. Or no, he's actually in the 50s. So even faster. So if you guys make sure just chime in there if you can hear me. Let's see any of the chat. Somebody type something in there. I don't know what's going on. Does this to me every once in a while. Anyway, Chase Sexton is flying. He looks so smooth. Chris, what up? Chris White, how we doing, my brother? Um, and it's funny. I love watching Adam Cincerillo out there. Chase did a 50.7, which is fast. Old dogs, 23 is looking good. I was literally just about to say 23 is loose, fast, confident. I mean, the dude's absolutely. I could see him going on a run, and with this pressure off, I can see him getting back into this championship. Jason Anderson looks pretty good, but he's always pretty good on these kind of rutted tracks on any given night. Is tonight the night he finally gets the win? I don't know. Hopefully. Barsha has been fast. He's fast again. It's his birthday. How cool would it to see him on his birthday? Tomac. Tomac looks frustrated. I don't know if you guys saw him in that last session, shaking his head. He didn't even get a decent time until the very end. Like, come on, Eli. Um, and in last week's press conference, I read his body language, but I don't think you even needed to read his body language at the time. Like, he was pissed. He's angry. He's frustrated. He needs a win really, really bad. It's funny like a win will automatically make you 5% better if you win the week before. It's crazy how confidence and self-belief can actually make someone so much better with changing nothing. It's absolutely amazing. Christian Craig, I got Christian Craig in the top 5, guys. Christian Craig looks racy. Yes, he did get in the way of Tomac, and Tomac was pissed about that. But hey, it is what it is. It's timed qualifying. Yeah, that was weird how he couldn't get a solid lap. Nyler 8 Buds. Dorian, what up? Let's see. What do you think Chase was studying Eli in that last lap? No, but they're always paying attention. I shouldn't say no because he's always paying attention. Probably not much more than normal. Let's see. Who else looked pretty good? Well, Roxon, no, not good. Justin Hill, he's solidly inside the top 10. Cooper Webb, 9th. I mean, but does it really scare us, though? I mean, he was definitely slower, but he does not care one iota about practice. I think it's scary when he's fast, but if he's off, I don't think it necessarily means anything. Dean Wilson, looking a little bit racy, inside the top 10. Benny Bloss, big man, tall guy. Slayer, what up? Yeah, Benny Bloss cranking out there. Aaron Plessinger. I do think Michael Treese, what up? Michael Treese isn't racing. AP did get that fake start, but I think something's up with AP, guys. I think he's sore. I think he's dealing with a concussion. I think he's dealing with something, or just a complete emotional letdown from last week. I would love it. Would be like a story if he gets out there and does it. Aaron Simmons, Mumford on the podium tonight. listen, Mumford looked pretty good, but let's not put him on the podium just yet. I would love to see that kid. If there's anyone who deserves a good break, it's that kid. Um, yeah. So let's see. But if you guys remember when he put in his time, that track was perfect. If he was in the A session, he probably would have been top 10. I could see him top five, but I mean, think about let me read off my top five in the 250s. Jett. He's not going to beat Jett. He's not going to beat McAdoo, who's second. He's not going to beat RJ. I doubt he's going to beat Levi Kitchen. I doubt he's going to beat Oldenburg. I doubt he's going to beat Enzo Lopes. I doubt he's going to beat Pierce Brown. Styles Robertson, Max Volant. He can get in there. I could see him battling with Max. Listen, if Mumford's in the top 10, I'm happy. That's good. We can live with that. He can build off of that and kind of build it up on top of that and see, where he's at. But I mean, there's some really fast guys. This isn't like the East. This is a little bit deeper out here. How about Hunter Yoder, my boy? 10th place, looking good. So in the 450s predictions, guys, I've got Chase Sexton. I don't know how you don't have Chase Sexton up top after winning last week and coming in with that loose confidence. Chase Sexton's the guy. I think Tomac's going to get his shit together, and I think Tomac is going to end up second. Cooper Webb is going to be right there on the podium because that's what Cooper Webb does. And they're going to be close to tied or real close in points. And I think Jason Anderson gets up there, gets involved, and he's a fourth. And I have Christian Craig fifth. Those of you that play Rocky Mountain, look for Josh Hill around 12th. I like him in that position. He's pretty good. Tomac ended up qualifying fifth, which wasn't horrible, but he only had one good lap. Cole Seeley, I have him making the main, and I don't have him doing real well. He didn't look comfortable out there. I don't see Cole Seeley. He's just getting some gate drops before he does World Supercross. World Supercross is what he's focused on. This is just out there, trying to get some. Jay Tinney, why is Tomac frustrated? That's a really good question. He just looks like a guy who's riding angry. He's making mistakes. I mean, he's shaking his head at other riders. I've never seen Tomac do those types of things. Those are out of character for him. That's why I think he's frustrated. I think he started off this season so strong, and now he's become normal. He's become an average. When I say average top five guy, but I mean, he went from Tomac, who was, beast mode, to Tomac, who is, just right there with Sexton. I mean, Sexton's got him on speed every single week. I don't know how that can't frustrate him a little bit. Webb keeps getting results on him. And it's funny because Daniel Blair was hinting, and they showed a picture of him crashing at Anaheim 2 and said he really hasn't been the same since then. Pat, thank you. 100 watching. Thumbs up, guys. Yeah, remember, guys, thumbs up. But anyway, I think he might be onto something. Either it changed his confidence level, it changed or hurt his neck. Webb might be in his head. Something's going on with Tomac. He's been pretty open these days. So I imagine, if he gets up on the podium, he'll probably talk about whatever it is that's going on. But something's definitely there. For whatever reason, Roxon's got one of those days where he's just looks like he doesn't want to be there. Looks like he's not frustrated. He just doesn't look good. I don't expect much for him. Slayer, you have Josh for 12th also. Yeah, that's a good pick, I think. I think Josh, Benny Bloss, I would say McElrath maybe. He qualified slower, but he's got a full main event in him. I could see my boy Kevin Moran's getting up there, but I always pick Moran's, so I'm going to go with somebody else. I'm going to go with Hill. They did a really cool segment on RJ Hampshire. And guys, seeing RJ ride the 250 today versus what he rode the 450 a couple weeks ago, I think he's a better 450 guy. Tomac framed that triple and clearly changed his line after the triple and the rhythm after the sand. Yeah, he's struggling. He doesn't look good out there. Muppet, what's happening, my man? Let's see. So, yeah, RJ Hampshire, back to that point. He is, in my mind, he's a 450 guy. I really like RJ too. He seems down to earth. I've talked to him when the camera's on, when the camera's off. I honestly think what you see on TV is the genuine guy. Some of these guys, you see them talk in an interview, and then you talk to them in person, and they're kind of douches. RJ is who he shows. I think he's genuinely a really good guy. I worry about his concussions and what they've done to him. I think that's a lot of his. Gosh, RJ rocks. He said he signed for the 250s. I wish he could go 450s. I think he's a guy. He's one of those weird riders that the 450 calms him down and makes him better. My mom says RJ is handsome. If you guys listen to Main Event Moto, Joe's girl likes RJ. So Joe Gallo. Joe's awesome. He's definitely a blue collar rider. I was disappointed. I don't know what's going on with Styles Robertson today. Styles is usually good in conditions like this. He's from, Northern California. I consider Northern California close to the Pacific Northwest. I feel like it's not a home race for him, but it's something where I've just expected a lot more. And I think everyone else has. If you ride that. Oh, sorry, Aaron. I thought you had a bong in the picture, but it's a microphone. No, that's my mic, man. So, I did notice that I went live right at 4:20. That was an accident, but I cracked up when I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, people are gonna think I'm with Bob Marley and that. Honestly, I actually don't like marijuana. It's not my thing. I don't judge it at all. I can't believe it's ridiculous that it's been legal for so long. But I think alcohol is worse. But I like to have a drink every once in a while. But I don't really like marijuana, so that's my jam. Guys, quietly, Oldenburg. Oldenburg is. Like I never even noticed him, and all of a sudden he's like right there in time qualifying, and the first session he was third. And what I like to look at on a day like today is I don't look at one time. I look at the guys' combinations of both sessions and the free practice. Slayer, good on you, bro. To each their own. Like I said, it's very rare. I don't really like drinking because I don't like feeling like crap the next day. I did plenty of that in college, so I got most of it out of my system. Mumford needs something good, man. Yeah, training is. I genuinely enjoy training a lot too. It's fun. And it's like Hopper too. You do, yeah, that's awesome. Let's see, Pierce Brown. Dude, I'm telling you, Pierce was fast in the free session. His time was only 8th. I want so badly for him to get on the podium. I didn't put him in my top 5 because I can't trust him on a track like this. And he showed you in that first session when he got out there and just first thing he did was pile it up. And what scared me is he is a guy who had a bad concussion earlier in this year. And I watch these guys when they hit the ground, if they smack their face, they're just a little different. Yeah. So be careful with that if you're picking him for any teams or anything. Man, how about Hunter Yoder though? Hunter Yoder crushing it. Max Voland, man, I really want him to be better. I don't know. I just don't know how you get that confidence and that magic back that he's missing. So anyway, guys, I'm going to run. I'm going to keep it short, but that's my top 5 for each race and the wild card if you play the Rocky Mountain. And I'll jump on here after the main event and do an overreaction show. Let's see. Levi looks like he's got his mojo back. I think he'll be on the top step tonight. Man, I just don't see anyone. I don't see anyone beating Jett unless Jett's the only guy that can beat Jett right now. Brian, no futures tonight. In 2 weeks, next week's off. In 2 weeks in Glendale, they'll be doing the futures. And my buddy Caden Lewis, we got Caden Lewis in there. He's a kid from Kingman, Arizona. He's badass, guys. Watch Caden Lewis. Don't look for him to win, but watch for him inside the top 10 in the futures. I'm telling you, this kid is going to be good. Caden Lewis, remember that name. Ken is out of my top 5, Nate. He just doesn't he looks like one of those days where if Ken gets out of bed and it just doesn't look good for whatever the reason, no. But then again, he could whole shot and win. So you really don't know. Futures during the Triple Crown in Arizona. This track is going to get one lined, but it's I don't know. Yeah. Juju's my pick for the win. Yeah, of course. Okay. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will catch you guys later. I'll see you after the race.